Hey there, everyone. Cat Star here with your collective weekly reading for the week of March 13th through 19th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. So I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle each of the decks a little bit, and then we're just going to go ahead and take the top card for each one except for the tarot. So we're going to get the general energy for the week, the love energy, and the money career energy for the collective for the week. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. All right. Okay. And good. All right, we're going to go ahead and get a few tarot cards to go with each one of those. So we have the channel, the community has had so much growth lately, so many new subscribers, and I just want to thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing energy with me. I do appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for sharing the videos. Thanks for liking the videos. In fact, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. It does let others be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. All right, let's get a couple more cards here. All right. Woo! Look at that. Okay, gorgeous. All right, in the general energy collective, you have remember your strength. So some of you have been going through a little bit of a difficult time in general, and it's being indicated that for some of you there is something that needs to be let go of with that Eight of Cups, something that you need to walk away from in general. This is really just it's going to take some courage. It's going to take that strength to be able to walk away from or let go of whatever this is. Now, it could be a relationship, because you do have troubled waters coming in there. So we're going to get to that when we get to that. Now, you also have, the Four of Cups. So there's a lot of emotion with this cups coming in here. So again, this could be as far as the relationship goes, because you do have troubled waters over here, but there's something that has been offered, is going to be offered, and you're just not having it. This may be what it is that's going to take your strength, take your courage during this time for you to remember to really tune into that strength that's within you, to really stand your ground, to walk away from, let go of whatever isn't serving you, isn't working for you. And even in those moments when it looks like this golden kind of opportunity, or this golden thing, kind of a golden egg of sorts, right? With this Four of Cups, to really tune into if it is something that feels good on paper or actually feels good within yourself, within your emotional body, or if it's something that you're noticing is potentially, I'm like feeling knots in my stomach, giving you knots that it's just not, but on paper it looks good. And yeah, so you're lucky stars, you're really being asked to tune into kind of what is going on around you in the environment and within you during this time. Focus on your strength, let go of or walk away from what's no longer serving you. And really, even if something's coming in that kind of looks good or looks like a golden opportunity, really tune into your emotional body, right? With those cups, your emotional body, and see if it really feels like it's something good for you or that is going to support you during this time. Chances are what's coming through here with that feeling of knots in my stomach is that it's actually not, although it may look or sound really good. Just because it looks or sounds really good doesn't mean it is, okay? So really tuning into that. Now, within that love, we have troubled waters. So again, water is generally emotion. So we could consider this a cups card for this reading, guys. Troubled waters within love. So something is happening, something is coming up, right? Which may be this, again, remember your strength. This just may just be tuning into each other, because not only that, you have, remember your strength, you have troubled waters in the love, but then you also have freedom in the money and career portion. So it's almost as if you know, the cards for the pointer cards, the top cards, which are we're looking at general love and money and career, are all pointing in the same direction as well, guys. So so there's going to be some troubled waters coming in as far as a relationship, as far as love goes. Now, this relationship doesn't always have to be a romantic relationship. It could actually be a relationship with a friend, a relationship with a family member, or a relationship with a child or a sibling. There's so many ways that this can come in, but there's a little bit of confrontation coming up, and there is some trouble going to be going down. Okay, so be ready for that. Now, that is coming in with this Ace of Cups, again, Cups energy here. So that emotion is actually going to be bringing about this new kind of understanding that you're going to be receiving, lucky stars. You're going to get this understanding through this confrontation, or through these troubled waters, and or also through the Four of Cups here coming in from that general portion. You're going to start to remember who you are within this, and you potentially, actually what is coming through, potentially you're going to begin to see that maybe you have changed a bit, and that these, whatever this troubled waters or relationships, don't really fit into kind of where it is that you have shifted. And this is going to come in with that Ace of Cups as a kind of new understanding. Okay, now also within that Ace of Cups could be, for some of you, a new kind of connection as far as romance goes. So within this walking away, letting go of, and deciding, right, in the general, if we pull that over into this love portion, this troubled waters, it is to move that out, right, to make space for this new romantic connection that is going to be much more aligned for you. Now, you also have the Two of Pentacles coming in as far as that love portion goes. And that Two of Pentacles is coming in as this idea of juggling and balancing. So some of you have really been working to stay within something that is no longer valid or is past its expiration date. Some of you have really been kind of trying to juggle things, trying being that word there, trying to juggle things to keep this past thing in the present moment. And what is coming through with that is it's time again, with that Six of Cups here in the general portion, excuse me, Eight of Cups here in the general portion, to let that go, so that this new, it makes space for this new romantic connection to come in, or a new connection in general, if this is with a friend. You know, sometimes we hold on to friendships for much longer than is really, really necessary. We want people to be lifelong for us, ride or die kind of idea, right? And don't always realize that sometimes people come in for just a chapter, not for the full story, okay? So some of you, again, have been really, really juggling to keep part of that past in your present moment, and it's time to balance that out by letting go these troubled waters, this remember your strength, this Eight of Cups, Four of Cups, which I'm pulling from the general into this love portion. This Two of Pentacles is really, really all here as this really almost grand kind of gesture of sorts to bring you into that Ace of Cups energy, lucky stars. So be open to that. Let go of the things that are no longer serving a purpose. Remember, as far as relationships, as far as love, as far as, you know, connections go, that some people are not meant to be throughout the whole entire story. They're just there for a chapter. And when their chapter is over, instead of holding on to them, instead of, you know, let that expire as it's meant to. Okay. Now, as far as money and career, you have freedom. So doing all of this is actually bringing you into freedom. If we just look at the pointer cards here, which is telling a story of its own. But as far as money and career is coming in here, freedom. Some of you have been really feeling burdened. Some of you have really been feeling almost kind of stabbed in the back as far as money and career goes. You've been holding on to so many things. Again, the narrative goes through from the general to the love to the money and career. What has expired? What is no longer really benefiting you as far as money and career go? because this is coming through as you have been holding on to a lot of things or people or jobs, ideas as far as money and career go, maybe bad debts, right? And this is coming through as by letting that all go, whether general love, money, career portion, you're actually going to have that taste and that knowing of freedom. So a taste of freedom and also that knowing of freedom. This is also coming through with that Ten of Swords as payback of sorts, right? Now, as far as money and career go, payback may just be coming in here as paying back debts, paying back kind of almost even um, things that people have done for you. It's coming through that you're feeling burdened by favors that people have done as far as money and career go, and you're coming through here as releasing that, right? Repaying the favors and gaining that freedom from that as well. So there's a whole lot of energy here, Lucky Stars Collective. This is coming through as remembering your strength, troubled waters, and freedom. So when you step into this, whether it's in general, in love, in money, career, right, or all the way through, letting go of what has been past its shelf life, what is expiring, what is no longer working, and not taking on with that Four of Cups. Things are being offered that just look good on paper but don't feel good at the emotional level, right? Or within your internal emotional body, then you're actually going to be finding yourself in this place of freedom or having a taste of freedom anyway, because sometimes this takes more than a minute, especially if it's something, right? If we look at this from friendships, relationships, right? Those people or whoever it is that potentially was only meant to be in your life for a chapter and not a story, but you have been holding on to and are trying to juggle that past with the present with that Two of Pentacles, right? Sometimes that takes a minute for us to really, really step into that new understanding with that Ace of Cups here, that new understanding and that new emotional body that can be difficult for us to let go. But what's on the other side is that freedom, letting go of those burdens, letting go of those, right? Feeling down or stabbed in the back and or repaying favors or debts that are due. That can take some time at the end, right? So in the beginning, you may just get a taste of freedom, but at the end, freedom is what is going to be coming in for you in doing that. So even though this reading is actually for the week that I specified at the beginning, it actually may be a process that is going to be moving forward as well, depending on where you are and how that resonates for you. If this is somebody that you have known or a situation that you have known that it was time to let go of and walk away from for quite some time, many of you will just be like, okay, that was all the confirmation I needed. Okay. Now, if it is somebody that you or a situation or, what have you, that is something that maybe you hadn't really noticed yet, but we're starting to get some signs, seeing a little bit of synchronicity about this may actually also be that confirmation, but it may take you a little longer to kind of really feel into that space and open that door for you to be able to stop juggling or stop trying to bring that past into the present, and to really just go ahead and let it go. Okay. Whew, that was a lot coming in here for you guys, collective, for this week. I do intend it resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I know you already have, but go ahead if you haven't. Hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, and click that all notifications box so you're notified every time I upload new readings. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.